So as the title of this video says, the question I have is, are mods really worth it in Cyberpunk 2077? The answer I have is no, not really. Honestly, I personally found the experience of Cyberpunk 2077 to be phenomenal as it was. I've been playing for about a year. I haven't played heavily in the last couple of months until a few weeks ago, but I played 50 hours in a single month. Once I did start finally playing it, I blasted through the story, played it every single night, absolutely loved it. Got all the way to the end and still haven't completed the very final quest, but that's just because it tells you you're going to lose access to all the other quests, so I haven't done that yet. But I like the game as it is. It's one of my favorite games to come home and just kind of kick back and play. But what I found with attempting to install mods into the game was that the complicated process of doing so wasn't worth it. If you want to try it, I'll go ahead and link a couple videos in the video description of other YouTubers that have shared videos on how to actually do this. But I attempted to make a video showing how to install mods, and in the process, I managed to break the whole game, have to uninstall it and reinstall it completely, and delete a whole bunch of stuff off my computer afterwards. All to have the exact same experience that I was having in the beginning that I already enjoyed. Mods are cool. Mods are great. There's a lot that comes from mods because modders go and they create stuff that the game should have had in the beginning. Then the developers see that and they go, oh wow, this is great. We should put this in natively in the game. And then they release updates that have native support for those kind of things. We've seen it hundreds of times in the past. However, when it comes to just a casual player, someone who wants to experience the game as is, trying to install a bunch of mods, it doesn't end up benefiting you enough to make the effort worth it. So what I've found is there's a lot of performance degradation whenever you install even just a few mods. So it makes it very difficult for your system to handle it. And what ends up happening is if you mess up and then you can't find where that file went that you tried to install into the mods folder and you missed a spot and you can't back out of it, well, now you're stuck with uninstalling the entire game. And that's where I ended up getting, even though I knew what I was doing, I made one simple mistake and I dropped something into the wrong folder. I couldn't remember which folder it was. I couldn't find the file I was looking for. And that one little error caused me to have to uninstall the entire game, uninstall every mod that I put in, and then reinstall everything again. So for me, based on my individual experience, I don't think it's worth it to install mods into Cyberpunk 2077. However, maybe I'm the only one. I'm super curious about that. So in the comment section below, go ahead and let me know what you think about the mods available for Cyberpunk 2077, what your process was for installing them yourself if you did, and what your favorite ones are if you've got them. I'm very curious about that because I'd like to see what the actual community feedback is on mods for this game. It seems really interesting to me that it exists, but seems to be so complicated to install. That's what's throwing me off. I feel like there needs to be a different kind of launcher or something similar to how Minion works with ESO. I've found that when playing Elder Scrolls Online, I definitely love to have some of the mods on there. However, with Cyberpunk, it's just such a daunting and time-consuming process that it really takes away from what the mods could be. So personally, I'm not going to be a mod installer on Cyberpunk, but I'm still going to play with mods on ESO because the Minion installer for ESO is so much easier to use, so much better overall than any form of installing anything into Cyberpunk 2077. So with that, again, let me know your thoughts on all of this in the comment section below. While you're down there, drop a like on this video and go ahead and subscribe so you don't miss out on future content. Thanks for watching.